Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to the live stream. Just gonna have a look at what we can see today, what setup we can look for. Wonder if anyone here? Anyone here? Yeah. So this is my second day ever doing live stream. So bear with me if if I have any issues. Can you hear me all right? Just to confirm. Awesome. Yes, my friend. All right then. Yes. Do you get a notification when I go live stream? I hope so. All right, let's look at what the market gave us today. So we had news. When did we have news? What time was the news come on? 1:30, I think. CPI. Can you see my other screen? My new page. So CPI 1:30. That's already done. So next one is 4:00. Okay, not much happening there. Look like CPI didn't give us much. Let's look at 1 minute. Shall I give you a quick explanation how trading works, my friend? You get much sleep today? Yeah? Enjoying the gym as well? How was it? Okay, 1:30 news. Didn't do much. 240, 246, 60 pips. Oh, you need to sleep, brother. I need to do some work later on. Well, that's good to hear. Alright, so what I trade is, yeah, this is how I trade. For you that don't know Anthony, my concept is a pullback, breakout, pullback, and then confirmation and entry. So on the chart, it will look like, let's see how it look like. It look like this. Yeah, let's say this here you got H1. That's a daily. So let's go. We don't want to do daily. Daily is too much. 4 hour. We break it to the upside. You see that? Break it to the upside. So we got H4 buy breakout. So what you want to do now is wait for a pullback. You want to wait for a pullback. It did not give us a pullback on the H1, which is 1 hour candle. H4. So we check on M3. M3 give us a pullback right here. And then wait for confirmation. They give us a confirmation here, but there's no roadblock. Roadblock is where price most likely to reverse and turn. So that looked like a good roadblock. M15, no breakout on M15 yet. So you look on here. What is the green? Okay, the green candle represents buy. The red represents sell. And they're called candles, right? They look like candles. Each of these candles, depending on the time frame, is so this one is you press here 1H. Each candle is 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour. You press here. Now each candle is 4 hour. Now you see if I mark this here, I mark this candle here, then the latest candle. That's a 4 hour candle, yeah. And it start at 11 o'clock. You see down here. So now we are quarter to 2. So we should have 3 candles ready because you got 11, 12, 1, right? Or 4 candles, and then there's the second candle. So you go to here, you look, there's 11, 12, 1. Yeah? That makes sense? Because this 3 candle make this 4 hour candle. Hope that makes sense. Because the different time frame. So if I go to daily now, let's get rid of this. If I go to daily now, yeah, this daily candle should start at 10 o'clock at London time. So you go here, you go to H1. That start here. I start 11 o'clock last night. That's when Asia opened, the Asian market, Tokyo, Shanghai, whatever, they opened at that time. So that's when they start. So that's when the day start counter. And this candle's not finished yet because there's 24 hours in a day, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's still got, no, what time is it now? So it closed at 10. So it's still got about 9 hours left. 9, 10 hours left. So now if I mark this candle, this is a daily candle, by the way. Yeah, I'll go to 1 hour. That one start here. This is that one candle. So now if we look this is where understanding the anatomy of a candle. So the candle start here. No, start here, yeah? So let's mark it. It start here. And then it close here. Yeah? And the highest that's the highest. And the lowest is here. So that's the wick. So that's a daily candle. All this represent the daily candle. So the body always start with the open the start of the day, and the close here. That's the body. Anything above or below it is called wick. So now if I go to daily, see that? That's what I draw. This candle here with the wick. The wick come down to here, and the body here to here. It's just like the red candle. And it's a red candle because it start high and it end low. So it's a bear candle. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to know more about it, I can send you some video about it, some video to explain the basic of it. Let's see if we can make any money, yeah? Let's look at it. So what we got now, for me, the dailies turn bear. This is a breakout, yeah? When two opposite candles join together, a red candle and a green candle, that become a support, a level, yeah? And then if a green candle and a red candle join, that become a resistance. Another, what I call it, a V and A. Why I call it V and A? If you look at the line chart, that look like a V, and this look like an A without the line going across. That makes sense? So when you got two candle, say that's green, and that's turn red, this become a resistant. The level start from here. I would mark like that as a level. And for it to confirm a breakout, a candle has got to close above it. A close above that line. So now for me, this is a buy breakout. So is for me the market is a buy now. So like here, you had a red and a green, so that's a support. This is a resistance, and at the bottom is a support. And if you look at it, a lot of time you reject from there. So yeah, that's the level. All this candle reject from it. So you can make a buy in a bit. You can't depend. There's a few more things that you gotta consider to make it a confirmation. So my strategy is basically BPE, stand for breakout, pullback, and then entry. Yeah, that's what BP stands. So breakout, you need, like I said, you need to close above a level. In this case, the resistance. So that's a buy breakout. And then if it closes below it, so you got close below this is a sell breakout because it's going down. So for me, I need a breakout of this level. See that there? A pullback one time frame lower, and then give me a confirmation on this time frame or one lower, depending on how I see it. So if it's one time frame lower than this, it's low risk. Two time frame lower is high risk. So example, if this breakout was in 4 hour, and this was in 1 hour, and this was in 1 hour, this is a low risk setup for me. But if this was in 30 minutes, this is high risk because it's 2 time frame lower than the H4, the original breakout. You get my sense? Look, you got H4. I know it's got 2 and 3, but I don't look at that. So it's the sequence is 1 minute, 5 minute, 50 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly. That's the sequence. All this 2, 3, 8 is just extras. So that's how I consider risk, high risk or low risk. So yeah, so on chart, let's look at it now. On chart, we got daily we got a buy, sell, breakout. Yeah, let's clear everything. So now, ideally, we're looking for sell. So when this breakout happened, I want to know what that is to a weekly time frame because this is a daily, right? So weekly, we're in a sideways concept, but the latest breakout is here. See that breakout on a weekly? There's no breakout on here. This level is no breakout, no breakout. So this daily breakout to the downside is a pullback to the weekly. So in terms of line chart, what you got now is weekly and then daily. Yeah, that's where price is at now. So now I can draw my roadblock area, which would be this, because this is engulfing. Hard to explain. So I only trade the 1 hour and a 4 hour, right? Because I'm an intraday trader. Well, the daily and the weekly take forever. So we recently had a breakout to upside on the 4 hour. Yeah. And we got one opposite candle. So we got a break to the downside. No, not quite. Not quite yet. So look how you reject up there. Remember I marked that earlier as a roadblock. And look at reject. Hidden base. Reject up there. Give us how many pips? 38. 60 pip. So yes. That would be what you call a touch trade. If it's a strong zone, you can enter for a touch trade. Otherwise, I would always wait for confirmation. So right now, H4 break to upside. There's no H1 to the downside. M30 we had to the downside. M30 to the downside here. That's my pullback. ISO is at below 20. Ideally, M15 break to upside for high risk. Understand what I mean by that? If M15 gave me a break to the upside, that would be high risk because M15 up, M30 down, H1 up. That makes sense? And the M15 is 2 time frame lower than H1. So right now, there's no kind of confirmation yet for any setup apart from this touch trade. It's what you call a rally-based rally. So let's look at this. You got M5 to the upside, M15 to the downside. Yeah, quite a big range. What it did. Did he react of this? Didn't quite get there. No. Trading is there's a lot of waiting in trading. It's a very patient business. There's many setup that form quite regularly, but whether it is your setup or not, that's one thing. Because there's a many strategy, and also is it if it is your setup, is it A plus setup, B setup, C setup? Depending on the risk. So I got a scalp at 41 to 74. 41 to 74. Are you watching it, George? That's a nice buy. So let's see how he got that. He said, "What? He used a M1 confirmation. So M1 breakout, but then M5 is bear. So you're trading a pullback because M15 is bear. Hidden base, M1 break to the upside. Okay, you trade after the news. Yeah. Oh, what? How long have I been on? I've been on 20 minutes, so I missed that. But it looked like. So what we got here now? M15 to the downside. Nice. This is a nice level here. You know why this is a nice level? You could have got that 60 pip. So even that, George, you could do a touch trade, right? 'Cause look, one level, two level, three level, break all them level. M15. I like to come down to the original breakout and then maybe give me, so this is M30, H1 up, and give me M15 break to the upside. So ideally, come down a bit more, give me M15 to the upside, then I look for buy there. But then you have a high risk setup with the RSI below 20. Even though the H4 is bear, no, H4 is bull actually, sorry. H4 is bull, H1 is bull. But we're only on a phase one. What I mean by that is we are still on the phase one of the move. Yeah. This is not an A plus setup yet. Because for A plus setup, right now all we do is H1 and H4, M30, and give it M15. That's fine. A plus for me is if it's phase one, H4, H1, then low time frame setup, and then enter there. Because H1 and H4 are in line. But right now, H1 and H4 are in line, but they're all in one area. They're not separate breakout. So let's see if pricing come down and give us a bullish breakout. We need to react off this already. I want to come down a bit further. Or we break this level. And then can we wait for this level to give us M15 bullish breakout. Might have a reject PR here, depending on this breakout. If we break this, close above this level, we have the reject VR, and then M15 breakout here. So the range is not that high, but let's see how many pips is there. 47, 52, 50 pips. Not too bad, I suppose. Because if we give you a reject VR, it also give you a F15 breakthrough upside, so that's high risk anyway. But ideally, you just want a plus setup. This is not one of A plus setup. Let's see what's happened today so far anyway. Good question, guys. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if you guys get a notification if I go live. If you like subscribe and um, set a notification button. I'm not sure I'm doing it right. It's set to personalize. What does that mean? What does that mean? Let's see. I'll figure out after. Don't worry. What's it done so far? Still 40 seconds to go. Don't look like it's going to be a breakout anytime soon. So today, again in Asia, big move. No, that's not Asia. This is Asia. Yeah, this is yesterday. 15:52. All right. That's nearly 400 pip movement. And then London had a pullback. Where New York give us a continuous. So we're looking at high, 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 low. It's basically this. Would give us another push. Let's see if we can get a buy here in New York to give us another push to the upside. Daily. So really, if that push does happen, all we're doing is we're just giving it a pullback to the daily breaker downside. Let's mark that daily breakout. We've got one here. There's another level that's pretty strong here. That take out. And this level more or less happening in London. So can we take out London high and Asia high with the last push if you give us? Still M5, M15 not breaking upside yet. New candles form. Okay, got ya. Cheers, George. What I'm gonna do next week though, I'm gonna get a fresh account, platform account, and I'm gonna be going on here, I just trade that account and let's try and pass it. Let's see if we can do that. Where's it gone? You can see small M1 movement here. But not quite at the high. Need to break here for it to confirm bearish on the M1. But what I want to see is this break, or ideally come back to the origin, come back a bit more to this bottom origin here. Let's see. That's a big wick. What time is this? 3:30 Asia. Was there any news in Asia? Let's see. Asia, Jap, free, but no, nothing. What's everyone thinking? You can get another push in New York to here. Then here, look to sell from here. Let's see this zone here. M30. That doji. Maybe clear London high from yesterday to continue further down. How many left we got? One push, two push, third push. Daily's bear. Come down to weekly. Price still at the moment at this daily roadblock. It's a bit stuck there at the moment. And on a weekly, I think we're below the 50%. Not sure. Let's see. Are we below it? Yeah, just tap into it here a couple of times. It's a bit undecisive at the moment, isn't it? There's ranging here and here. Okay. This is a strong level too. Break, break. Okay. This is a strong layer that we found. Rejection twice. I would like it to come up here the bear to follow the daily. Ideally, I like to see another push up. So M30 downside. This M30. What time is it? 2 o'clock. 15, 11. So I don't think it's going to create a H1 VR because this candle is not finished yet and there's no support. It's not a 46 minute. So all we got now, the highest time frame VR is M30. So M15 ideally. Anyone got any different view? Is that 70? Okay. The CPI's gone. No, we haven't. We're still in this range. City range. I think this here is a strong level for me. Yeah. So is this. So you can give another push up to here before it come down. But the origin of breakout is up here for the daily. So that's the. This will definitely give us reaction first. Just undecisive at the moment, isn't it? Down here, there's no zone down here too. The only thing I can see is this fresh level. H4 as well, fresh level. Okay, you got this fresh level here. But no, really, EG zone. This one, no. It's only this one, break this, break this. Okay, it don't look like it's gonna break that. It look bearish still. M30. Not definitely not H1 nowhere near it. 2 o'clock Asia movement. Back to this rally base rally. It's not giving us no buy setup yet. Why are we looking for buy? Because H4 is buy, H1 is buy, M30 is a pullback. Looking for M30 break to upside for low risk, or M15 break to upside low risk, which is this. Don't look like it's doing that. What it might do is give you another VR pullback to downside, but not looking for sell setup. Reason being, we're too close to the origin of the H1 breakout while we're actually inside, so there's no range to trade to. And not looking for sell. There's not enough range basically, not enough price. I can see this 2-3 move into this H1 downside, H4 break to the downside. That H4 is part of the daily. The only way I can see continue is to just tap this roadblock and start continue down. But that's to me reject, can't come down. But to confirm that my H4 got to break to the downside, because what I got now is if that do happen, you got daily down, 4 pullback, and 4 down, which is this level here. So personally, I like to see it up here. I want to catch a buy somewhere in this here to come up here for the third push to take out that Asia high, London high. Sorry, this London high here. Wick that, close below it, close within this here, and then start selling. That's ideal. Just to go with the daily time frame. It might not happen because we also add the daily roadblock on a high time frame. Spot can still go when you're in the situation where there's many scenarios to play with in terms of like different time frame, cycle and roadblock. You just gotta wait for CMP to show its hand, show you what you want to do. But for me personally, I like to see a bounce here into this zone. But no buy until unless M15 give me a buy breakout. What's this M15? Into the body. Yeah, let's get rid of this. Sweep liquidity and push up. M15 bear. M5 still bear. Sweep liquidity into the body and in pips. 36, 41. So that is a liquidity traders kind of setup or SMC kind of setup. Like I said, trading there's many setups that's happening at, during the market, during the session. It's just whether it is your kind of strategy and whether it's A plus kind of setup. Because with my strategy, I only want to follow my rules and ideally A plus setup if there any setup form. This is where you have to be disciplined and follow your rules. But when you look at chart, especially when as all beginner will knows that when you go into your training journey, you will learn different things, jump strategy to strategy. So in back of your mind, you kind of understand. If you master them all, you kind of understand when you're looking at price action, what's happening. But whether you're going to be disciplined to just trade this strategy that you're comfortable with, with all the data collecting, back testing, not. Are you going to be disciplined enough to just wait for that, or just see a setup that you know from previous mentor, previous learning, and just go for it with not enough data collect? This is why I've not took any this kind of setup because this is not my strategy. Even though like I have learned it before and I'm not with it, so that's why I'm not taking it. If you only want to um take the strategy, okay, okay. Yeah, you should only want to take the strategy that you're comfortable with, that give you the edge. Anyone took this buy after sweeping liquidity? For SMC, that would have been a sweep liquidity into order block. So their setup would be like this, right? Stop loss beneath the order block, and what they go for the aim for this level or the previous high they want to go for. Would that be right? Any SMC trader in here? 621 over 621. Did you break a structure too? No, not quite. I said I marked earlier. So you've got a sweep here to go low. I really need this taken out kind of close with momentum. Ideally, would get a little bounce from here, where you want to scout that for 30 pips. Oh, half two already. Okay, guys, sorry for a short one. School run is for me. I'll pick up my daughter from school now. What's this? What? Power AI. Okay, I'll have a look at that. Thank you. I'll be trying next week. What I'm doing next week is going to get a new fresh challenge, and I'm going to be trading that challenge only on live, so you see the progress of it. And obviously with that, I'm looking for only A+ setup, and ideally I like to come on a bit earlier. I was a bit busy today, but ideally I like to come on at 12 o'clock. So just set your time for 12 o'clock UK time. So then at least I have 2.5 hours before I leave to go pick up my daughter from school. So yeah, we do it next week, but hopefully I'll come back tomorrow again. It'll be early in this, so we have more time. Today was a sort of session we didn't. We just about we didn't find no setup in my. There was setup, but not in my kind of setup, my strategy. So yeah, I hope you find it useful, guys. This is my second ever doing live trading on YouTube, so spare me if any issue I could be come across. So yeah, all right, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one. Take care.